All right, welcome everybody to the second episode of the Pfeiffer's Galley. And I'm Gilly, got Thumper Axel, you got old Mick over there. So we're gonna today on the menu, I know for me anyways, is gonna be smoked cabbage right here. So we'll get ready, chop this up, cut it up, get it on the smoker. Then I'm gonna make some ostrich with duck fat, ground beef, a ground burger, and make that into a ramen dish with the original Western French dressing. I don't know. Can y'all see that, Nick?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Let's talk about this because Western French dressing, it goes great with tacos, right? It really does. A lot of people's like, well, I don't know about that. But this salad dressing, it's either you hate it or you love it. There ain't no in between with this.
No,
So I know Thumper,
the French dressing is a tomato-based dressing, right?
uh, see,
I don't consider the Western dressing as an actual French dressing. It's different from traditional French.
tomato paste in it, yes. This is vinegar, paprika and all that shit, right?
Okay.
But if you like a tang, if you like a little bit of tang, you'll like this one. Now this is gonna be for the new people. Always wash your or first. There we go. First, you got to cut off this fucking knobby thing, so your cabbage can lay fucking flat on the board while you're cutting. Now I like to wash mine, rinse it off, just in case you never know anymore about the stores. I usually peel off the outer layer. Pepper, do you do this? Peel off the outer layer of yours?
Yeah, I do.
It's what I
Yep,
thought.
I always take off the outer layer and separate it.
I just throw it right in the trash. But I'm just gonna cut this into like cabbage sticks. Is all I'm gonna do. Some's gonna be a little thicker, some gonna be a little leaner, which is fine, people. You don't have to be precise because later it's gonna get choked up anyways. Hey, let's get you. There we go. Got them all filled up. Now that's some butter that's already been melted. What I'm gonna do is you can use alcohol oil too, people. If you got one of these spray bottles right here, with the spray on it, you can use it, do that too. I
Yeah,
like butter a lot.
we use a lot of avocado oil, man. When I'm not using you know, beef tallow, bacon grease, or butter, yeah, avocado oil is my go-to.
Well, this one, I don't know if you ever tried it. It's infused with garlic oil.
Oh,
Infused with
really?
garlic.
That
Yes,
sounds good. Yeah. Oh, nothing wrong with
it
that.
is good.
You could never go wrong with garlic, my man.
No, no, no. Garlic is good for, especially with it was it heart thumper, good for your heart and all that.
Oh, hell, it's good for everything, man.
Oh
I knew
yeah.
a guy. He gave me the years I grew garlic. He gave me seed garlic.
Yeah.
He actually owned a garlic farm, and it was a very narrow profit margin, a lot of hard work. And he just went and started working for Boeing because he just didn't want to live the farmer life no more. But this guy ate cloves of garlic as a snack, and dude looked at least 10 years younger than he really was. Dude never got sick, never got hangovers, never got headaches, freaking nothing.
Yeah, it supports blood pressure. It actually supports a lot in your body. It supports blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol. It's good for you.
Yep.
And you can
Same
rub
with
these, and you can rub these steaks with anything you want, right?
Yep.
Me, I'm gonna do of these the Kinder's the blend, salt, pepper, garlic, right? I've done this and before, and it works great. I was gonna use the birria season that I got too, but I didn't since I already got the meat, seasoned with that. I didn't want to overload it.
What you seasoning with right now?
Huh?
What you seasoning that cabbage with right now?
Kinders, the blend, garlic, salt, and pepper.
Ah, SPG.
Yep. I mean, to me, you can't ever go wrong with that. To be honest with you, can't.
Oh God, no. Heavens no.
You know, some people don't like the salt, but Kinder's, it's not really salty like a lot of rubs are. It's really not. You know, but I've done this with Daniels too. Daniels original.
Uh-huh.
But if you use Daniels, you really got to put the flavor to it. You know, the season to it because there ain't, dude, it's low in sodium right there. You know, which is good for people that don't like a lot of sodium in their stuff. But sodium people
Sure.
can be
Yeah.
good for you too. You need it for, hydration and all that.
Well, the beautiful thing about sodium is, the body self-regulates. You get yourself a lot of salt. It does, like you said, it's electrolyte, helps you hydrate properly. But when your body's had enough, it just, excretes it through the urine. So it's like you can't really do too much salt.
Kidneys, don't they have a sodium, like a pump in their couple? Kidneys.
I couldn't understand you. You kind of cut out. What was that?
Kidneys have like a sodium pump in there too.
Our body has sodium potassium pumps. It's
Yeah.
for exchange of sodium and potassium in your cells. It's what creates power,
Yep, you need
energy.
both.
Well, I didn't Thumper would know that right there. So
Yep. It's basic body, biology, chemistry. It's how you work.
You
Create
need
power in your
salts to
muscles.
make things happen.
Salt's actually very important. A lot of people that try to do low sodium actually hurt themselves.
Well, you remember that woman, 20 years ago, that Terry Shavo woman, the one that was on the ventilator and she was on life support, and there's this big legal battle whether to let her go or
Yeah.
keep her on. Well, what had got her in that position? I'm not speaking ill of the dead. I'm speaking facts. She was a bulimic, and what sent her into that critical condition was a heart attack that was caused by potassium depletion.
Yep.
You don't have the potassium, you don't have the sodium, your body can't do its job, you die.
Yep.
all right, those are all the smokers, so we're good to go. And one thing about
Okay.
one thing about like smoker I use, Thumper said, well, you can go high, you can go low heat. I got it running right now about 300 degrees right now.
Now you're on the barrel right now, right?
Yep. Yeah, gateway, not the fifth barrel.
What you got on there? You got hardwood, you got charcoal.
I got the loose all lump charcoal with solid wood in there. Going right now. I'm like upper on that pecan. Dude, it's good with everything.
Yeah, pecan's a pretty universal wood.
Yep.
It doesn't quite have the sweetness of apple wood, doesn't quite have the intensity of hickory or mesquite, but you know what? There isn't a damn thing that you can't smoke with it.
I mean, I like the flavor of pecan wood. Sure, I do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's
a
a
lot
whole
of people's like, you can't do that. But and the first thing the rule is people there ain't really no rules when it comes to the right. You only live it by your imagination, people. When it comes to recipes and all that. So I don't like my style cooking. When I come up sometimes, people will fucking balk at that thing. So I'm like, hey, until you try it, don't knock it until you try it. Just like that thing I sent you to the group about the pickle, about the cookies.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, let it be known, I don't actually want you dead, Gilly. I'm quite fond of you, but
No, I don't.
my response was also not unwarranted. I mean, pickle cookies, I'll reiterate, what is wrong with you?
What's funny though, Nick? I'm probably gonna try it one of these days.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
Just to see how it is.
That's what's so screwed up. You're probably going to do
Because like there's a dill that people put dill in their bread too. Dill bread, which is very fucking awesome, by the way.
Well,
I love dill bread. There's
dill
a
is an
place.
herb, and herbs belong in bread. That makes sense.
There's a place in Indiana that's famous for their dill bread in Brown County, Indiana, in Nashville. So good. It's called the Hobnob Inn, and their dill bread is like to die for.
Yep. All right, now
it's funny when you taste different herbs that are in a sense of isolation, because like you taste dill pickles and you've been eating dill pickles, and then you taste something with no pickle, just dill. You're like, oh, that's what dill tastes like, right?
Yeah.
I'm a cheeseaholic. I love cheese, right? I'm literally fascinated with it. And there was a cheese in the cheddar family from England called Sage Derby, and I finally found some in a grocery store. Finally, after years of looking, I finally found some. And what they do is they during what they call the cheddaring process, they stack it and they put dill in it, and then they cut it and stack it, press it, cut it, stack it, press it. And after a while, you get Sage Derby, which is basically a medium cheddar, but with green veins like marble running through it, right? And it's traditionally a holiday cheese in England. And so I got some finally. I'm like, yes. And I cut it up and I ate it with a plain cracker. And there was something about it. I couldn't put my finger on what the flavor was, but I knew I'd had it before. And it turns out it tasted like breakfast sausage, because sage is one of the main ingredients in breakfast sausage. And it took me a minute because I tasted it before, but this was completely out of the context of when I tasted it previously, right? So, yeah, a lot of those flavors, man, when you taste them in isolation, it takes a minute to figure it out.
All right. And next, I'm getting ready. I got the ground ostrich with duck fat that I seasoned with birria season that Heidi, the taco queen, made for me. Right there, what was that, North Carolina? Because this one right here is temperature bouillon in it. It has the chicken bouillon.
So you got the ground ostrich with birria seasoning, huh?
Yep. See, that's what
That's good already, man. I could get a spoon and eat that right now.
We're trying, like me and Thumper, we're trying to show Rocky, hey, this is an all-purpose seasoning right here, not just for birria right here. I made the other night, I made the cheese with it, vegan cheese. Plant-based cheese in it. Dude, it made that cheese pop with flavor. Thumper, he's done it with pork chops, with pork.
Pork chops and sauteed mushrooms.
That's
so good.
Because a lot of people don't realize this, though. Vic, you probably never done this. A lot of people here in the Midwest eat their pork chops with
I didn't hear you. You kind of cut out there. Pork chops with what?
hot sauce.
Hot sauce?
Applesauce.
Oh, no, I did. Yeah, no, dude, I'm from New York, man. Pork chops and applesauce is a freaking staple. Are you kidding me? My mother actually had one of them perforated metal cone, right, with the sort of a tapered rolling pin that went along with it. And she'd boil apples, throw them in there. She'd make her own applesauce.
Yeah. But a lot of people outside the Midwest don't do that. They've never heard of that, ever.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's like pork chops and applesauce is a big upstate New York thing. Apple pie with cheese, apples and cheese in general, same thing. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, you're only limited to, like I said before, people, to your imagination. But I got a very active imagination when it comes to cooking.
As do I. That's why I came up with the abomination dog.
The one gave me an idea to use the Western dressing. Because I've done this before with creamy fish dressing, right? And it turned out great. I said, okay. I was about to have drunk the other night. I was like, what do this with birria seasoning and the ramen and the smoked cabbage all mixed together. See how it goes. I told Thumper, I said, I'm gonna do this on the fucking podcast here. If it's a home run, it's a home run. If it fails, it fails. Well, what I want to tell people is the reason I'm doing something, trying new flavors. Don't be afraid to experiment and fail. Because people, that's how you learn. is failure. Failure. You know, if you're
Yeah,
not
it's true.
failing at some point, you're not really learning at all.
Also true. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
when I was younger, when I was River's age, I've been cooking since I was a little bit younger than River. And shit, I failed a lot of times, but I kept at it, kept going. I was like, okay, that didn't work. Let me try this. And eventually, once you get me in your 40s and all that, you don't have many fails when it comes to cooking because you've already when you're younger, right there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Cooking it's a bit of art. It's a bit of physics. It's a bit of chemistry. It's a bit of everything, man. There's no one art that encapsulates all of it, man. You got to know a bunch of different shit to get creative with the cooking.
And just bear with us, people, too, that's going to watch us later on. When it comes to this cooking, trying to cook, recording, we're still new at this right here. Even though we got the other podcast set up pretty well, but we don't have to move from our computers. All that. You know.
Well, from where I'm sitting, though, man, all this is looking pretty darn good. And, especially your angle of it, Gilly, people with alpha gal, people with, dietary restrictions and such. You're, I don't mean to sound melodramatic, but you're performing a, very valuable service here,
So, and that's why I wrote 2 cookbooks, which I'm gonna redo and make them look better, presentation wise.
Yeah.
My brother can help me do that, and we're gonna put them on Amazon once we get all the pictures and all that, the way we want them and stuff. And because that's what I want to do. I want to help people that has that because I'm tired of people giving out misinformation on the Alpha Gale Kitchen, right? On Facebook or other Alpha Gale websites, right? Because there's too many fucking people out there that fucking rely on that Fig app all the time. It's a good tool. It can be, but it's not complete. It will flag almost everything that people can have with Alpha Gale. Not everything, but almost everything. And a lot of these people, they're brand new to the Alpha Gale, so they don't know any better. People just tell them, hey, you can't have this with rosemary. I'm like, bullshit. Unless you got a rosemary actually fucking allergy, because that's an evergreen, a shrub.
Yeah, right.
Rosemary.
Same thing with thyme.
Some people can't have orange juice because they're allergic to oranges, which is fine, just like peanut butter, shellfish, all that.
And I'll tell you what, man, I don't have any serious allergies, but there are some things, fruits and vegetables, I mostly don't eat them because in their raw form, they make the back of my throat itch. And if you give me, industrial, orange juice, I'm okay. But you give me some fresh squeezed orange juice or you give me an orange to eat, back of my throat itches abominably. It don't close up or nothing, but it definitely don't like it neither.
It's good. Your throat gets itchy, doesn't it?
Yeah, anytime I eat oranges, bananas, raw almonds, not roasted but raw, any raw nuts, any raw veggies, like raw broccoli, peas, anything raw, pretty much. Back of my throat gets itchy, so my body just does not like raw plants. It doesn't.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like when I make I call it my corn salad, right? I'll get corn. I'll either do it raw because it can be done raw corn. Especially sweet corn. Take it off the cob, fucking put in some fucking green peppers, onions, right? Red peppers, whatever you want to do, jalapenos.
Make some
And
cowboy
pour a little
caviar.
pour a little fresh dressing in there, right? Make it, and then put on top of it some barbecue corn chips, like Fritos, barbecue
Yeah,
ones. And that's pretty damn good. But if you don't like
sounds
corn,
good.
you don't do the cook. I'm gonna grill even before on the smoker and smoked. They did that same thing with the onions and all that, which gives it a different flavor versus raw any day of the week. But no, that sucks. You can't have raw veggies. That does suck.
Nah, it's okay. It's not that big a deal,
I
man.
know. I know growing up and when I actually had my own garden, I would eat. I mean, when you have green beans, right? But I'd eat it raw. Green beans. Straight
I
off the
know.
bin, straight off the vine.
Yeah, it was weird because as a child, my mom had a really big backyard garden. We had a couple of acres, and she had a big garden. And when my friends and I would go out to play, we'd snap up, green beans and peas, right off the plant and eat them.
Yeah.
It didn't do it back then. At some point in my adulthood, it started happening.
Well, and every so many years, see, and Al just told me this, every so many years, your body goes through a change. Just because you wasn't allergic to something before doesn't mean you won't be that you could be now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See, I never had any allergies growing up until I was 25 years old.
Yeah, I didn't have spring fever either until I was 21 or 22 when I started getting seasonal allergies. Never had them before. And then one year, couldn't stop sneezing.
Yep. Exactly.
It's kind of funny too because I was on a date with Charlene one night and I took 3 Benadryl just because I was so fucking sick of sneezing. I just wanted it to stop. So I took 3 fucking Benadryl and we're at dinner at some restaurant and I'm like passing out across the table from her because I was just fucking drugged up on Benadryl.
You was fucking flying high all like fuck the other night.
Yeah. Last night I was really flying high.
You took more last night?
Yeah. It was interesting. It wasn't a mistake this time, so I was more prepared.
Okay. Because I know you said over the phone like, oh fuck. That's like after all once. You're like, yep. See, I
Yeah,
think that's
I
why he sent us that picture of the plane flapping its wings.
Between
That was
prescribed
amusing.
pain medications and everything else that I did, yeah, it was an interesting night.
Flying high again.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, well done.
I forgot to look up the origin of the history of ramen, right?
The what?
Origin of ramen.
Ramen. Okay.
Because we always said we're going to do a little food history too. See, ramen actually originated in 1800s in China. That's and brought to Japan.
Okay.
And then, then
Smart, man. There ain't a military man on the planet that ain't fucking lived on it for months at a time at some point.
but everybody thinks the Japanese really took it over, right? The ramen. Okay? That's actually Chinese.
hey, Gilly, hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. Mick, are you having trouble understanding him and hearing him too?
Yeah, his audio's a little laggy. Yeah.
Cutting in and out.
Yeah,
A bit. Yeah.
Yeah, your audio's cutting in and out.
All right.
Now, how am I sounding? I just got a new microphone. I gave up on dicking around with the one in my computer and just bought, a USB mic. Is it sounding pretty okay?
Yeah, yours is good.
That's good. All right. Let's try this one right here.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, is that better? Is that better?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Talk a little bit, and then see how it does.
All right. I hate having to switch the settings on this bit sometimes.
No, it's still cutting in and out a little bit. It's like a weak internet signal almost. Because you're kind of pixelated too. I mean, your audio or your video is it's not super clear either.
What?
Now, are you on a laptop right now? Cell phone? Like, what are you casting with?
I'm on the camera going to the fucking
Okay.
camera going to the laptop.
That's weird. That should be ironclad.
Adjust microphone volume. I'll have to adjust. Fuck no. All right. How's that? Is that better?
I mean,
No.
I can't tell you're being quiet. The picture quality isn't any better. I mean,
Still pixelated. You still lag, and I still hear words, and your mouth don't move.
Well, I know it ain't my goddamn internet right now. So,
well, that's better there. It's not cutting
Yeah,
out there. That sounded
yeah,
better.
that looked better. Yeah.
well, we're gonna have to work on the fucking. All right, let me try this right here. Mirror my video. That work
That's
better?
I don't
actually a
know.
lot better. Yeah.
Well,
It's
sometimes on Zoom, people you got to go through the settings. I know camera is the highest
no,
quality that you can fucking get.
it's starting to cut out again. It
Hmm.
was fine.
Here, let me do something real quick.
God damn it, Billy. So what's happening?
I'm just printing out bills for my lawyer for the divorce.
Oh, lovely. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's fun.
Oh, it's tons of fun.
I just turned the TV off, so that way this is the only internet I'm fucking using right now.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 years ago, my buddy got divorced, and he came up to me beaming and smiling and lit a cigarette. And like, why are you so happy? He's like, I just lost 270 pounds.
Yeah.
All right. Is that better on the picture?
Yeah, it looks good. Looks
A
like
little
you're,
bit, yeah. A little bit better.
yeah.
All right.
But I'm more concerned about the audio too,
Well, the audio's good now, isn't it?
Seems to be so far.
Seems to be.
Well, the thing is, I had it where they automatically would adjust. On the computer would by itself.
Mm.
So, like I said, people, we ain't professionals. We'll get the kinks worked out eventually.
Thank God we're
Well,
good looking. Otherwise, this wouldn't work.
all right, got the cover, got that going. Now it's time to get water going for the ramen.
It seems like when you get farther away from the camera, that's when the sound starts kicking off.
Okay. Well, I'll have to give me an HDMI cable to run from the laptop to the camera. Then I can go through the camera's microphone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because when you go C to C, it won't let you fucking go through the microphone on the camera. So we'll get it figured out soon. All right, got to grab salt. And people, if you don't put salt in your pasta water, you're doing it wrong. You salt that bitch.
Oh, hell yeah, you do.
You don't have to be salty like the ocean, right? Does not have to be. But
Like
you
the
need
Dead
to be.
Sea.
Yeah. And the best thing I like these fucking automatic grinders right here. All you got to do is fucking dump it down like that, grinds it up for you. Easy peasy. I'll show you real quick the ramen I'm going to be using, which is organic ramen right here in this stuff. And the sodium content of these is only 70 milligrams right here, 75 actually.
Pretty low.
Yep. Which, if you get like any other ramen noodle by itself, you're looking over 200 milligrams of sodium right there. Because for this recipe, I use 4 of these packs. And you can buy that ramen right off Amazon. That's where I found it at. This stuff. All right, I'm gonna go check on the cabbage. Right back. Keep it going.
All right. Keep going. You're the one with the show.
Right? Yeah, I reckon I'm going to have to get myself a proper digital camera. I've got a laptop in the living room for streaming to the TV, so it shares a wall with the kitchen, so that'll be easy.
I got to test mine online with Zoom. I have an 8K camera I bought for like $100.
Yeah, you were showing that. Yeah,
off Amazon, and then $30 for the light ring. What's cool about the light ring is you can actually it has a little clicker. You can actually control your phone from it too. So like if you want to start recording, you don't have to run up and hit record on your phone. You can just click it in your hand while you're standing back. it's kind of cool.
Okay. Okay.
But it comes with like different things. It's actually pretty cool. Um, so it comes with the light ring that has multiple different settings. It's just a white light and sorry and stuff. Uh, it was let's see, I think it was like $33. It does yellow, white, and then brilliant white light, different settings, and then has the ring and it has a cell phone holder, but you can also put your camera in the middle of the light ring so it lights up, what the camera's aiming at.
Right.
And it has a nice microphone and stuff like that. And I think it was like $100 for the 8K camera.
Oh hell, that's nothing, man. It's amazing how cheap that technology's gotten.
Yeah.
You get more expensive than that if you want.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
My son's a photographer. I know how much shit can cost.
People, what I just dumped into the burger mixture is the Mexican style summer crisp corn right here. It's got corn, red, and green bell peppers in it.
I bet some Rotel would be good in there too.
Yeah, probably would, but I'm not using Rotel today because I'm using the French dressing as the sauce. So,
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't want to over tomato it.
uh, and people, you can do barbecue sauce with this, ketchup if you like, any type of sauce you want. Mustard too, sauce would work too with it too. You know,
Do we feel like being Mexican today or do we feel like being German today? Only the sauce will tell.
well, and season that's used too. So that's why I put the Mexican corn in it. So that way, it's already got the berry season in it, so I don't fucking do that.
Beautiful.
And I don't know what this would pair well with if people like wine or whiskey, right? Because I don't drink none of that shit. I just drink me a beer.
Talking corn, you're talking peppers, you're talking ostrich, which has what? A red meat quality to it, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Different meat.
Yeah, okay. So red meat. So if you're drinking and you want to pair with,
Probably red wine. Red wine would work good.
you want something savory with a tinge of sweetness to it and maybe a tad bit of spice. So I think like a good rye would be nice.
Well, I was going to say either a whiskey on ice or you could do a dry white wine.
Yep.
Dry white would work, yeah. Or even a rye cocktail, like like a rye and soda would be great.
So, but
well, my default is always a whiskey or a bourbon. That's always my default.
Yeah, no problem with that either, man. We're a bunch of sailors. We're going to bring booze into the conversation at some point. It's just inevitable.
I just drink beer, fuck it. So
Hey, beer counts, man.
I don't do the hard shit anymore because I get to become a little Hulk sometimes on whiskey.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, not every time.
There was only a few of us that could keep you from turning into the Hulk.
That is true though. But it was always when that happened, it was always somebody pissed me off by either bumping into me at the fucking bar or something like that.
Always.
Well, you know what though? At least you wasn't like Utley, man. That guy was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with the fucking booze.
Gilly could get that way sometimes.
Got it?
Not on tequila. Tequila just made my clothes come off.
You see, I never seen Gilly fucking belligerent, so I don't know.
No.
There were many times I had to get in between Gilly and somebody and get in Gilly's face and tell him to calm the fuck down. I was one of the few people he would listen to. There was only like two of us.
Well,
three. Yeah, there was three of us. If we weren't around, it was bad news, Bears.
Yeah.
You cut out, Gilly.
You?
Yeah, you
Still
cut
can't hear you.
out. Yeah, you cut out, man.
You can't hear me?
Now I can hear you.
You cut out when you were talking there on the chair.
I was too far away then.
Shouldn't have been.
Huh?
Are you using the microphone for the laptop or the camera?
Laptop. But I can't use the microphone or camera until I get the HDMI cable for the laptop.
That's why.
Yep. No, it's Cav, you, and Rocky. Right there. See, like Lil Tate. See, me and him, we've been in a fist fight before. It was in Virginia. On it. Mm-hmm. He said something, I called him a white trash N-word. He said, dude, call at me one more time. And I did. He hit me in my fucking nose, right? That was after I just had metal wire still running through my nose. You get fucking rinse put through it.
Yeah. And
he hit that, pissed me off. I see it red. Then Lil Chad, he fucking jumped on me, my back, got me to the ground. He goes, I can't hold this motherfucker much longer. You better get the fuck out of here. I was going to kill Lil Tate that night.
It's funny.
But then the next day, he came back over. Fuck, we was drinking again like nothing happened.
Well, I believe it.
And that was one of those fucking Yukon nights, Yukon Jack nights.
Yeah.
Old snake bites. What y'all it is, people? It's Yukon Jack whiskey with some lime. And that's it. In a shot glass. Very fucking good, but dangerous too.
They don't sound too bad.
Nope. So that's why I just stay with my beer anymore.
Yeah, the thing about beer is, man, at least with me anyway, when I drink beer, I get tired before I get drunk.
See, not me. Whew. Shit, I'm getting second wind and third wind sometimes. And there are times if I don't want to go to bed, I'll still be up at 7 o'clock in the morning drinking. Sometimes. And when that happens, then I want to talk. I get chatty Cathy then.
As opposed to how you are normally?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he does. Definitely.
Nothing wrong with that, though, but sometimes people just want to talk.
Sure.
I get that way, too. You guys get
I know. Yeah.
Like last night, man, on Facebook, I had a whole bunch of thoughts going on and processing a lot of shit. And then for about 15 minutes, I went live and I don't know. Just kind of wanted to talk, I get it.
Nope. Oh, Nick, you got Netflix?
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy Gilmore 2's out.
What is Happy Gilmore 2?
Yep.
Okay. Have you seen it?
Yes, I watched it last night.
Okay. Is it an insult to the original?
I don't think so, no.
Because Dumb and Dumber is one of the movies closest to my heart.
Yep.
I would not watch the second one because I did not want to taint the memory of the first.
This one continues from the first one right here.
And it doesn't. It's not.
I don't think so. I think it's good.
Okay. All right.
But
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
But if it's horrible, I don't want to see it.
Dude, I mean, it's funny right there. And
all right.
But also too, but everybody's different. All just like food cooking, right? Food taste. Everybody's different. All that too.
Did Shooter McGavin come back?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
They have a whole commercial with him in it for Subway or something like that. I think. Even.
Yeah. I mean, because he goes. Happy Gilmore's got his own cup. They goes, give me a Happy Gilmore, combo, whatever the hell it is.
The thing I don't like about Shooter McGavin, though, he eats pieces of shit for breakfast.
No, but when you watch it, it's funny where Shooter McGavin ends up too.
All right. Okay.
After that loss to Happy in the fucking championship, right?
Yeah.
It's funny where he ended up.
All right. I'm not, like I said, I'm not against it as long as it's done well. Like Super Troopers 2, wasn't as good as Super Troopers, but it wasn't an insult either. It was a good movie, not as good
Yeah.
as the first, but it was a good movie, and
Yeah.
I got no problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't saying this is just as good as the first or better, but it's it's right there with
Still
it.
a good movie. Okay, all right, I got no problem with watching that. Yeah.
Well, it's like Top Gun. I know we're getting off topic here, people. That's what we
Oh,
do with our ADHD braids, right?
oh, Top Gun Maverick was freaking awesome. I saw it in the theater, dude. That
Oh,
one
fuck yeah.
nailed it. Nailed
Yeah.
it. That was what I would call a legitimate sequel.
Dude, I've watched that over 20 fucking times. That's how good it is.
Oh yeah, no, it's incredible.
Oh, water boiling. And then there, I was going to get my other pot where I got the actual pasta holders for it. But I was like, nah, I ain't breaking that out tonight. Fuck it. And this is for anybody's gonna be watching this. You always cook your pasta al dente. Always al dente.
Now, what does al dente mean? Educate the viewers.
It has a little chew to it, but not overdone where it's mushy. Right there.
Right.
You don't want mushy fucking pasta. Period.
No, you want to have a little bit of resistance, just ever so slightly.
Yes. I mean, you don't want it crunchy by no means, but you
Oh, no.
want it just at that point where it becomes crunchy to kind of soft, but it's still got that pull to it, that chew to it.
Yeah, it should have a bite.
Yes. Especially fucking ramen. You know, but always see here. This one, oh, I forgot to set the timer. That's all right, though.
I see Zeus is down there digging on whatever it is that you dropped.
Ramen.
All
All right.
Yep.
See, this ramen takes 3 minutes, people. That's it.
Now you're at a high roll and boil, right?
Yep. See, and I got my wooden spoon, my wooden spatula over the top of it. And that does work. Keep it from boiling on. That's why I can't, well, forget about.
See, I can't wait till they come out with smell-o-vision, so we can smell what Gilly's kitchen smells like right now as he's
Yep.
cooking.
See, normally I cook my pasta these in a big old stock pot right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because then you ain't got to drain the water. You just, let this drain with the pasta in it and dump it right to your dish right there.
Like a deep fry basket.
Yeah, but for pasta.
Nice. That's a really cool knife set you got, man. Where'd you get that?
Huh?
Oh, your knife set's really cool, man. Where'd you get that?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
I got that off Amazon. It ain't very, it's just a generic one. It ain't that nice. I don't think.
Looks cool.
That's not, I mean, I got it sharp. It's got a sharp. I got to sharpen the knives because it has its own built-in sharpener too. That's why I got it.
Okay.
We got the built-in sharpener. Good stuff. But I should have broke out the fucking knife I gave Thumper. So I got one here, and that bitch will cut through some shit right there.
Yeah, I like it. That's a nice knife.
It's all handmade and all that shit. Yeah. But you can't put it in dishwasher, people. Those handmade knives, you gotta wash those by hand just like a regular, like a $high chef's knife.
Yeah, yeah. My knives, man. I don't have a set anymore. I've just got a hodgepodge of knives that I use each one for a certain thing. I got an old hick. I don't know if you all know what an old hickory is, but I got one of them. I got a Sam the Cooking Guy Nakiri. I've got a Zwilling kitchen knife and a few others for specialty stuff, cheeses and this and that. And so I don't have a set proper, but I do have, and I've got a Proctor Silex, believe it or not. They actually made a meat cleaver that I bought, and that thing's been fantastic. But I keep them up on a magnet, on a little cart by my stove. And Gilly's right, man. When you use those things, you put them on the edge of the sink, and then you clean them by hand, dry them off immediately. I steel them real quick with the steel, put them back.
Let's see.
These all broken up here because I'm about ready to pull these. Pull these, drain them, then get the cabbage chopped out of it, throw everything, mix it in together.
Beauty. Now, you said you got the cabbage going to what, like 300?
300, yep.
Yep.
And this is for the people out there thinks that you gotta rinse off your pasta right afterwards. No, unless you're gonna be cooling it down and then use it separately. Because you don't want to wash off all that starch when you're gonna be dumping it right into, sauce and all that. You want that starch to hold on to that sauce.
Yep. Helps keep it thick.
Yep. All right, be right back. We pull the cabbages.
Yeah, buddy.
Sorry, I'm in a lot of pain. My shoulder's still hurting, and arm.
Oh, your shoulder's still bothering you, man?
Yeah, it was getting better, but then it last night it just kicked up really bad. I don't know what.
You said it's a pinched nerve, right? Like you got a nerve issue there?
Well, they told me it was a pinched nerve, but then they told me it's not. They don't know what's wrong because the nerve conduction test that they did, it allowed the signal through no problem. There was no delay. So I think I might have a shingle on the nerve that hasn't erupted in my arm right here. Oh. And that'll allow the conduction to get through, but cause massive amounts of pain. So
it's a physical impingement that doesn't actually affect the operability of the nerve.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, it's not
if
good.
True, though, then if that's true, then the solution should be pretty simple, right?
Not really. There's really nothing you can do for them other than pain management. So, I don't know.
All I'm doing now, people, just rough chopping this right here. You don't have to get all fancy with your cuts and all that shit for this dish at all.
Is that for that cabbage?
Yep.
Nice.
You guys are going to give me eat cabbage. I haven't eaten cabbage since I was a child.
Cabbage is so good, dude. I got Gilly eating cabbage.
I always liked cabbage, but I forgot how much of a superfood it is.
Yeah.
Helps with blood pressure, all that bullshit right there.
Yeah, Russian peasants lived off it for centuries.
I got homemade kimchi. I eat cabbage raw. I eat cabbage cooked. I mean, it's so good for you. Cleans up your gut, gives you good gut bacteria when you do kimchi or sauerkraut.
That kind of makes sense, though, because if you take cabbage and you eat it, you're introducing it to a bacterial environment. And in the 12 to 20 hours that it's in your body, it kind of basically turns into kimchi or sauerkraut, does it not?
Kind of. I mean, it
nourishes your gut flora.
It's the reaction it has, with it. Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Well, if you ferment it into either sauerkraut or kimchi, you've created a ton of bacteria in it, the probiotics and prebiotics. You got a ton of bacteria already, and then you eat it, and then that actually overpowers the bad stuff in your gut and your intestine, and it fixes that gut health, which helps with like anxiety, depression, any type of issues you have with your intestine and gut. It will help repair that.
It's funny that Socrates way back in the day had a theory that all ailments start in the gut.
They do.
And there was no proof for it, not until recently, and it turns out, fucking hell, 2,500 years ago, he was right.
They're talking about anxiety and everything is cured with gut health.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I do my best to eat as much sauerkraut as I can. I don't mind kimchi, but I don't eat a whole lot of Asian food, so I don't run across it so much. But
you can just start incorporating it with rice. Pork chop with rice and kimchi on top of it. Dude, that would be the perfect pairing. Salt, sweet, spicy flavor. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do eat Greek yogurt daily.
That's a good one.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So I try to keep, it's amazing how well the human body does when you incorporate large amounts of fermented food.
Yep. Fermented is like the best you can do. It's
Yeah,
so good for you.
it is. It is.
People, you could do this in a walk too, but my walk ain't big enough when I using 4 things of fucking ramen and, you know, half a head of fucking cabbage, 2 pounds of fucking, meat.
All right. So you got ostrich in there. You got corn. You got peppers. You got spices with the birria. You've
Yep.
got cabbage going on with some smoke on it.
Yep. Fresh dressing too. Uh, But the thing is, people, you just want to pour enough on there because I didn't measure. When I'm doing sauces, I don't measure, people. I don't. Period. You know,
Neither do I.
because yes, because sometimes I always make a big batch. I do by look, feel, all that. But you don't want the ramen to be so saucy where the sauce is all you're tasting. You just want to be.
Yeah, you don't want it wet.
No. But I'm gonna let all this sweat down a little bit together, right? Build those flavors. I'm gonna add one more touch to it. That most people, some people like chicken with their ramen, right? Some people don't. I'm gonna put cheese on top of that after here in a few minutes. Let all that shit get melty, right? And then enjoy.
So what you're doing at this point is you're basically making a properly healthy hamburger helper sort of thing.
In a way, yeah. We're just using ramen noodles.
You got the sauce in there, you got the cheese, you got the noodles, you got the meat, you got the corn.
Yep. And basically, just see, your purist on the ramen will say that's more yakisoba style, which they're correct on that one. But also call it like a cold ramen too. Because I just don't like a lot. I like broth in my ramen sometimes, just not every fucking time.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Because that's one thing about being stationed in Japan. I learned that there was different styles of ramen out there.
See, for most of my life, man, whenever I ate ramen, man, I would boil up 2 packets of it. Yeah. I would boil it till it was done, drain it out, drop it dry on a plate, and then mix in the flavor packet and eat it like that because I didn't like, broth in my ramen. So you're right. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. Hell, when I was a kid, you're going to laugh at this. When I was in high school, I was best friends with this Korean kid, got adopted by an American family, him and his siblings and whatnot. He had the weirdest thing, man. He would open up a ramen packet after beating the shit out of it to where it was all, just busted up pieces. He would take the flavor packet out, dump it in the bag, shake it, and eat it like a bag of chips. That's how he eats ramen.
My son does that.
Does he?
Yep. It's like a bag of chips to him.
Yeah. My buddy was doing that back in the freaking 90s.
Yep. My son does that for snacks.
Never saw that before I met him.
Yep. They'll see it like Rocky. They do a birria ramen.
Yep.
What?
A birria ramen.
Oh, a birria ramen. Oh,
yep. So ramen could be noodles and tortillas, right, are interchangeable. It doesn't matter. You can do a lot of fusion with those 2 ingredients right by themselves.
Sure. Yeah.
And I know one of these days, I'm going to piss Tupper off one of these days when I do, use the honey mustard barbecue sauce and mix it in with ground ostrich, right? Or ground chicken or ground turkey.
I don't know. A barbecue sauce is different. If you start fucking putting ketchup in that motherfucker,
well,
I'm gonna punch you.
But I'm talking about like the honey mustard sauce, right? Because y'all Norwegians are fucking big on the loose meat shit.
Yes, we are.
That's why I said I'll probably piss them off when I do the honey one. But hey, I don't care.
I'll do a traditional made right.
Yeah. This is
at the same time.
This is the fucking redneck fucking version of it with the honey mustard barbecue sauce.
See, one of these days I'm gonna fuck with Gilly, man. I'm gonna make some ketchup pickle cornbread.
I try it at least once, guaranteed. Rick, you can't fuck with me too much comes to food.
You know, put some ketchup in the batter, make a cornbread, but instead of jalapenos, you got pickles on the top.
But you got to use the spicy Whataburger ketchup. That is pretty good though.
See, I'm more of a purist. I'm. Don't get me wrong. I experiment and I fuck with things and everything else, but there are certain things you don't fuck with.
Some things are sacred. I agree.
See, like me, there ain't no rules in fucking cooking. Everything's fair game. Fuck it.
That's
Open the
because,
interpretation.
that's because you can't have 90% of the shit.
No, even
Unless you
before,
do.
or even when I could have mammal meat, Brett, I fucking still experimented like that. And every time I did, my brother and mom and dad were like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Gilly,
I'm like, hey.
you're a good man and we all love you, but culinarily speaking, you're a fucking orc from Lord of the Rings.
Hey, I mean, I know my 50 days for everybody. But, like River, he's the taste tester, right? Anything I've made for the cookbook, he goes, Dad, before you put it in there, I have to approve it first.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's picky as fuck.
Dude, River?
River.
Yes, he is picky as fuck, yeah.
Compared to Landon will eat anything. Landon will try anything. Like you said it in front of him, he will try, and he will give you an honest fucking opinion with it, and he likes a lot of shit.
Yep.
And see, that's the thing though, is like if you were to take River and Landon and set them down and try things, you would have two totally different views because Landon will try anything. So I could throw anything down and Landon will try it. River will not.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even let me tweak his breakfast the one morning I made it out in North Carolina.
Oh yeah. I mean, because River is very specific when it comes to his eggs. He really is.
Yeah, so am I, man.
So is Landon, but Landon doesn't eat scrambled eggs. He will not, if it has any hard yolk in it, he will pull the hard yolk out and set it aside. He only likes runny yolk.
Really?
Yep. He's completely opposite of what most kids are. Most kids.
I'm just the opposite. Like, I got to have it either scrambled or hard fried. If there's any runniness, I don't want
it. As long as it's not got that clear liquid still, the white yolk, as long as the whites cook, he's good. He does not want his yolk hard.
And now River cannot say he does not like sunny side up eggs now.
Yep.
Because he tried it with that. Yeah, he tried it with the dish, that fucking Thai dish. And that's the only Thai dish or only dish I will eat sunny side up eggs in. The only one right there.
Yep. That shit was good.
Yeah.
I'll make that pad grab pal. I'll make that on this show one of these days. Yeah. So that way we have it on record and everybody can eat it and try it because it's so good.
Oh yeah.
And it's packed with protein. That's the thing, is it's healthy. And it's good. I mean, it's like you could eat a whole bowl of that and still be like, not like, oh, I hurt because I ate too much. Good shit.
Now, I will tell people this. I don't care if it's regular pasta going down with spaghetti sauce or anything. You gotta let the flavors meld together on low heat. Got to. Because it always tastes better that way, in my opinion. Anyways. And it's even better next day, people. It's even better next day. Just like a good old chili is. All right. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Gotta go find my shoe.
Boy, gosh, matey.
But yeah, I think one of these days when I cook my Thai that we were just talking about, it's called Pad Gra Pao. It's delicious. and I think you'd like it. It's basically ground chicken with seasonings and stuff in it, and then you take a bowl and you line it with lettuce or cabbage, and then you put your rice in the bottom of that, and then the pad grapau on top, and then a fried egg on top, and then you break the yolk on it, and it
Yeah,
makes
you were
it
talking about that show
so
or two
good,
ago.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking delicious.
Sounds good.
Yep.
And, I'm not a
There-
real big fan of the texture of broken yolks, but like if you used it like a sauce, like mixed it up with the meat and whatnot, that sounds like it could be good. Kind of adds a lot of richness.
Yeah, it does. It adds a whole different like flavor profile to the meal, because
Mhm.
everybody started eating it without the fried egg, and then I fried up eggs real quick, and it just changes the flavor of it. It's richer, and yeah, it's definitely good.
Because you forgot the eggs.
I know. Well, I was so damn busy trying to get everything fucking, because the goddamn that stove sucked, but
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, my stove sucks too. I feel you, bro.
Well, it was like this. It was like this fucking electric stove, and I don't use electric. I have gas at home, and
Lucky
It
fuck.
wasn't even a fucking full stove. It was just a fucking insert.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a range on the counter. It was a
See, like
countertop
me,
range.
I
And
love
then,
my
like-
double oven. I got 2 ovens on mine.
See,
Dude,
when I get my
dude.
new one,
point,
it's gonna
I'm
be crazy.
thinking about just getting an outdoor range that runs off of propane. I am so goddamn sick of the coil, electric stove that I have.
Yeah.
The hot
Coil
I
ones
don't-
do suck.
I don't like
That's
those.
why. That's why I like the flat top on the glass top on the electrical ones. But you got to be careful with them. But
flat top's okay. I've had a couple of flat tops. I haven't minded them, but gas, man, that's the way to go.
I don't like
Yeah.
them at all. Like that glass top one we had at the Airbnb fucking sucked.
well, that was not a regular stove. That was just an insert.
The only thing I like about a flat top is when I'm deep frying in a Dutch oven, it's very, very stable. There's very little chance of the pot tipping or anything like that. That's about the only thing I like about them.
I don't have that problem with my stove.
You just got to
Hey.
make sure they're level. That's level. That's the thing.
Well, my grates are big enough too.
Yep.
I mean, and the stove that I'm going to be getting is a commercial stove. Basically, it's a professional series.
Oh, beautiful.
So that's going to be fucking nice, because I can actually adjust my oven even to altitude, so it maintains a temperature offset
Yep.
better. Even though I'm only a couple hundred feet above, I'm like 600 feet above sea level. I can adjust my oven so it actually adjusts the heat inside the oven.
And
And it has,
what are the grates, like 10 by 10?
I don't remember what they are, but they're big. And the burners have it's a multi-flame, so it has holes in different sizes, so you get flames more even across the base of your pans and pots and stuff.
Cool.
So you'll have like 3 rings of fire instead of just one.
Right.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and you
It's
combine.
not cheap.
Well, no,
It's not-
but you combine that with a piece of stainless steel or a piece of copper, and you've got a whole hell of a lot of temperature agility.
Cast iron. I only use cast irons. There's one thing I have here that's not cast iron, and that's the 80-quart pot I just got from the
Yep.
Aldrettis while we were out there. They gave me a 80-quart big fucking crab boil like pot, like seafood boil. Has
Stainless?
an insert and everything. It's fucking cool. It's nice.
Cheese
Yeah.
time.
Jeez.
Cheese is in there. And you don't have to add no cheese. What I had, it was plant-based Mexican style cheese. So I used on this one.
Queso en la casa.
Shit, I use that same cheese on fucking pizza, homemade pizza, because it melts just fucking right.
We used those on the tacos while we were out there too.
And they melted, didn't they?
It was good.
Because there's a lot of plant-based cheese out there. that doesn't melt right. It took me forever to find one that would melt just like regular cheese. It just takes a little bit longer, get a little higher temperature. That's it.
Yep.
And so, but yeah, fucking pair that up. Yeah, it's like my brother when he fucking redid his kitchen a couple years ago out there in Colorado. Dude, his stove was like fucking 30 grand.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, mine's not going to be that much.
he went with a fucking like a restaurant style, but it's big too. Plus, his fucking hood for it is a copper hood.
Damn, dude. His fucking
Well, my hood is
Camry. Like,
yeah,
my hood is like one step below commercial.
Yep.
It has two fans, and it actually doesn't even have a filter. What it does is it uses centrifugal force to separate the oil from the air, and it drops it down into a tray, and then I just wipe the tray off. And
really?
This company's never had one range fire or hood fire, not one, and it's been in business forever. Yep, it's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. So like me, I prefer electric. I just don't like gas because the way the gas prices are nowadays.
See, my gas bill is not that expensive.
Shit, here in Missouri with fucking Amber UE, that motherfucker's outrageous on the gas price.
See, with my gas and electric, because it's all combined.
Yep.
I pay $131 a month roughly.
That's nothing.
Shit, mine when I had gas stove, since I do a lot of cooking, my bill in summertime, wintertime was over $300 a fucking month because it was all combined. The gas was double the price of the fucking electricity.
Well, also keep in mind, I also have a tankless water heater, so it only kicks on when I need it. It doesn't have to heat 40 gallons of water constantly. Yep. So it literally just kicks on when I need it. You know, so that saves me a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah.
And I have a commercial grade water heater. So it's built for a bigger service than what my house is.
See, I'm gonna be switching tankless when I get the electricities updated, right? The boxes updated. Because I'm gonna go all electric, fucking electric water heater, fucking electric fucking furnace. Because I got gas furnace and gas water heater still.
Well, I have a gas furnace too, but mine's just a my furnace and my HVAC is efficient, more efficient. But the only thing about the efficient is they changed the refrigerant. They put propane or natural gas. It's either propane or natural gas in the refrigerant to drop the to from what I understand, they put like a propane in with the refrigerant, so it actually exchanges heat faster. That's the only difference.
Yeah, but that new refrigerant is not as fucking good either. I'm here to tell you.
Nope. I had a 1989 Lincoln Town Car back in the early 2000s. I was working at a dealership. Just had my second kid, needed a bigger car, and this couple traded in an 89 fucking Lincoln Town Car, 302 turbine rims, white wall tires, man, burgundy interior leather, white on white. I mean, gorgeous, right? And it was from Virginia, so there wasn't a speck of rust on it. And I got it for $650. Fucking match made in heaven, right? And I tell you what, man, even on the nastiest, shittiest, hottest, most humid upstate New York summer day, that old school R12 coolant system, dude, within 20 minutes, man, you were opening the windows because it was too goddamn cold in the car.
So yeah, mine and my Explorer gets really cold. It's a good AC system.
Oh, yeah.
And heat. Yeah. The heat system works good too, but yeah, the new stuff is so expensive for cars now. I was actually looking at when I managed the auto repair shop, switching over and getting a 1, 2, 3, 4 system to service the new cars, but they want so much money for those systems, and it's ridiculous. You have to charge like $500 to redo an AC to recharge an AC system
Yep.
when you could do it for $100 for just a regular system. And R12 is gone. You can't even do those anymore.
Nope.
R12 was the best, man.
They have those conversion kits now. So
Yep. I mean, even like for home use, you can't buy the good shit no more.
no.
Nope.
Yeah. Because when I was still working at the power plant in the warehouse, this was 2000, from 15 to 17, I worked in the warehouse. Also, I always had to go pick up the refrigerator, right? For the HVAC guys. And even they said it wasn't the same. It's fucking junk compared to the new shit or the old shit.
Yeah, the R134A wasn't bad, but I remember one time it was a particularly hot summer, and a guy with I don't know, either a Santa Fe, one of the Hyundai SUVs, and he said, my AC is not getting cool. Could you look at it? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I turned it on and had it blowing hot or blowing full. Put a thermometer in the fucking vent, and per the manual, per the specification, it drops at like 25 degrees from ambient temperature. That's like the rating. And it was like, 90 degrees. And so, the temperature coming out of the vent, it was like, 65? And I mean, it was cooler, but not what you and I would want, on a hot day. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. This is the manual. This is what it says. This is my temperature reading. I understand that this is not, what you want on a day like today, but it is operating within manufacturer specs. There's nothing I can do. And it didn't used to be like that, man. Like I said, my old car with the R12, man, 20 minutes and you were opening the windows to get a little heat in there because it was fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, not me. I like it cold. Fuck.
Well, Gilly, you felt my AC.
Yeah.
That shit kicks.
Shit, River, he's like, I need a blanket.
Yeah, Landon with his hoodie on and shit.
Fucking kids that are goddamn hoodie is fucking 95 degrees outside. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, River seen that. He said, I should have brought my hoodie. I said, no, son.
That's whatever. I don't. He's up in Michigan right now in the Upper Peninsula. He's at camp.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a nice place.
It's like 7 fucking hours away.
Yep.
He's on the other side of Lake Michigan, up in between Lake Michigan and Huron. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're almost done, people. But wait for the cheese to get belty.
Just in time for me to fucking freak out about the fucking Cubs game. It's getting ready to start. You guys have already started against San Diego. It's 0-0 right now, bottom of the first.
That's why I'm getting ready to ask because I haven't looked it up yet. So
yeah, my game starts in about 14 minutes.
You
Against the White Sox.
You save yourself a lot of stress by not being a fan of a sports team at all. That's how I do it. I don't care.
I haven't been stressed at all this season until this last fucking 3 games because Kansas City.
that's right.
Bullshit. You don't even like Kansas City. You like the
Yes, I do too. I do like Kansas City
because they beat the fucking Cubs.
No, I've always liked Kansas City. That's my American League teams, Kansas City. The National League's Cardinals.
You can't like an American League team when you're a national team. That's fucking
yes. When they're both in Missouri, yes, I can. You're just mad that fucking Iowa ain't got no pro sports. You got just minor league shit.
That is dumb. We should have one.
Where Missouri, we got pro and minor leagues. Because Cardinals AA team is in Springfield, Missouri.
I know. It's because you guys have fucking 2 major cities. I don't have one.
Sure.
I don't consider Des Moines a major city, even though it's the insurance capital of the fucking world.
Yeah. I mean, it's more like Bowens is more like Columbia, Jeff City, right there.
It's bigger than those. I mean, it's a decent sized city. I just don't consider it a major city.
Yep.
It's not one of those that you're like, oh, let's go to Chicago. You don't go, oh, let's go to Des Moines. I mean, it's got some good stuff to it. Don't get me wrong. Like,
well, fuck, Iowa's not even a major state.
Actually, it is.
Yeah, I was more major than people think.
Even though I'm not an Iowa fan, but it's more major, especially in the political realm.
Well, that in college
Yep.
sports, we send a lot of people to NFL and NBA and wrestling, and I mean,
well, you all got the claim for wrestling. You guys did right there.
we even had the guy. I don't even know his name. He was WWE or WWF. I don't know what the fuck it's called anymore. He was the world champion wrestling federation or whatever heavyweight champion of the world or whatever. He's from Davenport. He has his own fucking wrestling school downtown Davenport. Weird. I don't know.
Who the fuck is that?
Like,
well, that just shows that people in Iowa will do anything to get out of Iowa.
But Iowa, like high school baseball, used to be really fucking big too.
Oh yeah, it still is. Seth something. Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Seth Rollins? Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Davenport.
Yep. All right, turn that off. It is done.
He has a coffee shop and a wrestling school together. So you can like sit in there and drink coffee and watch people pretend to wrestle. Or whatever they do.
Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Hell yeah, man. Looks good.
Is the picture coming in clear?
Yep.
Yeah, it's clear enough, yeah.
See how that cheese is all melted? Cabbage hanging off a little bit?
Looks good.
It's all homogenous, sticking together.
I'm going to give it a minute before I fucking bite into it. That bitch is piping hot. I ain't trying to be like Guy Fieri and all those motherfuckers like eat that food 500 degrees. Fuck that.
Yeah, no. Gotta let it rest.
I don't know how they can do that.
Don't either, man. Especially fucking pizza coming out of 800 degree oven.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, but I don't want 400 degrees sticking to the roof of my mouth, thanks.
No. Hell.
While we're waiting for that, stand by in the group chat tonight for me to. Rocky sent me a picture of him in khakis, so I'm going to be playing on Chat GTP for him or GPT. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a picture for him.
I'm going to use that one that you made of me on the T-Rex. I'm going to put that on my fucking Zoom fucking background.
I was going to say podcast. It should be on your background.
Well, for this channel, I ain't going to do the background for this channel.
Well, yeah, no, because it won't show the pots and pans and stuff.
Yeah. That stuff. But out there today, I just do it here at the stove, quick and easy. I mean,
Yep.
So if I would have had everything prepped up, ready to go, like I did last time, it'd be a little quicker. But oh well.
Look at this dog.
Good.
Oh, I love his tuxedo coloring. Is that male or female?
She's a female.
I love her tuxedo coloring. I love that black and white. Now, what breed? I know she looks like a mutt, right?
No, she's a Saint Bernard. Saint Bernard, purebred.
Whoa, let me see her again. That's a Bernard.
Yeah, she's a small one.
She's a small one.
Oh, I can't even tell from just that angle. Okay, all right. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, now I see it. Okay, I couldn't see it from just that little bit of her head.
She's like, motherfucker, let me up on the bed, asshole.
She's beautiful, man. That is a good-looking dog.
She is only 85 pounds. She's a small one.
Yeah, that's about half weight.
Yeah, my Great Pyrenees that I used to have, she was way bigger. Hi, baby girl. She's my baby.
Okay,
this one's
a seriously good-looking dog.
She's 9.5.
Really?
She acts like a puppy still. Yeah.
Wow.
She's a good girl, huh? She's a good girl.
But you know what? It's a good thing she's 85 pounds and not 185.
Yeah.
Because if she was 185, like a proper male, Bernard, she wouldn't be here at 9 years old.
No, she wouldn't be.
So that's good. That's good.
She's pure freaking muscle too.
Oh, I don't doubt it. That's what they were bred for, man.
Yeah, she's pure muscle. Well, hi.
Oh, look at
Thank
that.
Thank you. You go, girl.
Well, send this picture to the group chat showing Rocky what he's missing.
Wow.
You go, girl. Yes, you are. You talk?
I figured he would not be on today because I saw the post that they're going to be closed this weekend and next week on their truck. They got overheated today.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Okay, down. Good girl. Oh, man.
All right, fellas. Who's going to cook next time?
I will. I'll cook on Friday. We're doing it Friday, right?
Yeah, we can do it on Friday. Thursdays or Fridays. So
it's going to be Friday at 3 p.m. my time consistently.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. You heard here first.
In my head, I'm good.
Every Friday from now on at 5 Central Time, 3 o'clock fucking Western Time. Or Pacific, or wherever the fuck it is out there.
All right. It's actually good that Thumper's doing it next week because next Friday I'm going to be in Montana.
Yeah, I'll smoke something on the open pit barbecue.
Okay.
I'll set up the camera and everything outside. I don't think it's supposed to be too bad. I'll look ahead for the weather.
Oh, it's supposed to be hot.
Well, let's see here.
I know most of the time
it's supposed to be 74 here tomorrow on Friday.
Nice.
And only a 20% chance of rain. So as long as it doesn't rain, as long as
just like last time you started that motherfucker up, started raining on you.
I know. As long as it doesn't rain, I will fire up the open pit barbecue on Friday.
See, today here it's fucking 100. Feels like 114 here today.
We did not get that hot. We did not. It only feels like 82 right now, but it downpoured just now. And we had a flash flood warning.
See, we had storms last night. That's what we did.
Yeah, we just had another flash flood. So,
but the funny part is today, even though it feels like 114, the humidity's only at 53% today. That's it.
Shit, my humidity is going to be through the fucking roof. Yep, 91% right now.
Ooh.
At 80, and it feels like 82 degrees at 100%.
Your sweat doesn't even do its job at that point.
No.
It just stays there, drenches your clothes.
Oh.
When there's that much humidity, man, don't matter if you're in direct sunlight or in the shade, man, that moisture just keeps the heat everywhere.
Yeah, you're wet. I'm going to go get another beer. I'll be back.
I'm going to give this a taste test real quick, fellas.
Yeah, do it, man. Let's see.
Smells like a hot.
Fucking looks good.
Oh, it's outstanding, man. You get that little bit of that tank for fresh dressing coming in. The fucking cabbage, man. Fuck yeah.
Now, how'd that Western sauce, mingle with the birria seasoning?
Fucking perfectly, man. Perfectly.
And I noticed that you said you cooked your pasta a little al dente there, right? So you've got a little bit of toothiness with the pasta to go along with a little bit of crunch on the cabbage.
Oh, yes.
So you kept your textures consistent, which is, a smart move. Hell yeah, man. That looks great.
The only thing that would make this better if I had not forgot my fucking onions. Because I was going to smoke onions, too, and chop them up and put them in there, too.
Minor detail.
But, I mean, it's still good. Still wrong. Yes. Which I figured it would work just fine, with the Western, dressing.
Yeah.
But like you see, I didn't put a whole lot. I mean, I put enough just to coat everything. That's it.
Sure, not make it all soupy.
Yep.
Now, you said in that Western dressing there's a bit of vinegar in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so with all that that starch and savory and salt, you got a bit of tang in there too.
Yes. Yep. That's it. I'll show you what I normally use on. Also, I mean, I use two types of French, right? I use that and the creamy French.
Okay.
The creamy French is great. See, this one doesn't have any milk in it, so I can have this one.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
now the craft one has milk in it, but that's the best creamy French you get.
Mm.
But this one right here, the wishbone, is a close second to it. So, I mean, oh,
Well, that's
fuck
good
yeah.
knowledge to have. That's good knowledge to have if you're dietarily restricted and so
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
Well, hot.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, even with letting everything cook, with cover on the pot or the skillet, it's still fucking, the pasta still al dente. It ain't fucking poached up or nothing.
Right.
You still got that fucking stringy fucking pull to it right there. Look.
Yep. That's
I
one
mean,
thing I've learned about making chicken noodle soup.
yep.
You make your chicken, your stock, your mirepoix, broth, all that stuff. You make the chicken soup itself,
Yep.
and then you boil your noodles and throw them in just before you eat so they don't get soggy. Because I've had that happen before, man, where I made chicken noodle soup and it was okay when you ate it, but when I froze it afterward and then cooked it for leftovers later,
Yep.
all that starch got into it and it thickened it up. It made the noodles mushy. So when you make like a chicken noodle soup, man, just boil fresh noodles every time. Don't don't dick around with keeping them all together. They don't marry well. They really don't. They're just starch.
Yep. But I don't freeze any of my fucking foods I make pre-made, because I'll eat this. This will be done about 3 days right here for me because Rivers has balls this week.
Mm.
So, and I only eat once a day, but I eat big helpings when I make shit like this. I'm telling you.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Rivers gonna be pissed when I send him that picture. Yeah, too bad Rocky went out here. That's fresh with Heidi, so that way she can see that the birria seasoning works great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to send it to her. Send a picture of it to her and tell her
Yeah.
so they can
I'll send it
post
to
it
the
on their
group.
page.
I know. I'm gonna put it on Facebook too because I sent it to the group so that way fucking Rocky can see it. He'd probably show her. But yeah, I mean, you could add fucking people, and the thing is, you could add fresh green beans to that too if you wanted to. Or broccoli if you like broccoli. Me, I'm not a broccoli fan. You know,
I like it steamed with butter, maybe a little cheese on it.
so I've had it done like that. Still not a fan of broccoli, but
Yeah.
that's just me though.
Not everybody likes everything, my man.
Nope, hell no.
It's like my family when I was growing up. My mom would give me Brussels sprouts, and I always felt they tasted a little too metallic for my liking, but they didn't gross me out either. So I ate them. I didn't mind them. Never ate them again after I left my parents' house, though. And some people fucking despise them, can't eat them, won't eat them. So we've all got our thing. I had a pastor back in when I was living in New York after the Navy for a while. Great pastor. But his thing was peas. This man could not suffer nor tolerate peas in any form whatsoever. I thought it was the funniest fucking thing. And one time, I mean, he had a pretty decent sense of humor. He was a cool dude, right? But I was just jacking with him, and I told him something along the lines of, "I'll send you a couple of, bags of frozen peas for your birthday or something." And he gave me like the most stone cold look, man. I did not see that shit coming. That is how much he hated peas.
Well, I did that when somebody fucking tries to give me fucking chili with beans in the motherfucker. I get that look like, fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, see, I put beans in my chili, but I'm better now. I used to put two kinds of beans in it. Now I only put in one.
See, that's the only thing I'm a purist on is chili. The only thing I'm a purist on.
You're a no bean man, huh?
Well, beans originally was not in fucking chili at all.
Well, neither was meat.
Yes, it was. That's what the cowboys that started. They would use That's why they would slow cook the tough parts of the cow, right?
That was chili con carne. There was chili before they started adding meat to it.
No, we'll just find out here.
It was just a vegetable stew, pretty much, back in the day.
We'll find out here.
Yeah, yeah. Prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. I'm all about that. But yeah, no, I do agree. The original chili did not have beans. No, that was a Tex-Mex variation that came later.
All right here. See, this gives you Mexico, Aztecs, and Mayans, right? And also Greeks too. So there's some fucking things going on there.
Yeah, okay, that's fascinating.
But it was they didn't start adding beans and shit until the Depression to make it go further.
Oh, it was that late, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So that was 20th century. I would have thought the cattle drovers would have been doing that back in the 19th century.
No,
That's interesting.
no,
Okay, yeah.
because the
Well,
original chili.
Yeah, so it was a depression dish, kind of like meatloaf, adding the breadcrumbs to the meat and some eggs to make it go
Yep.
further.
Yep.
And the Oklahoma burger, kind of the Oklahoma onion burger, same type of deal. No shit, really. The chili with beans was a depression thing. I didn't know that. See, that's why we're here, man. Learn
I mean, it
new
makes
shit.
sense though.
No, it makes
though.
total sense. Yeah, totally.
That's especially in the Midwest when people start putting shit in there. Because most people like in Missouri and Iowa and all that, some came from the East Coast, but some came from the South too. Especially Texas.
Well, it's just like when you eat chili, you eat. Some people eat cornbread, others eat cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. And some people. Go ahead, Nick.
That sounds like a Cincinnati thing. I know Cincinnati chili's got them warm and spices in it.
The cinnamon rolls is more of like a southern thing, southeast.
Really? Okay.
Well, like me, I like peanut butter in my fucking. I like peanut butter in mine. The chili.
Another one of them weird things that sounds weird, but it's probably actually pretty good.
Well, I've done toast with peanut butter on it, and you
dip
eat
it in there.
chili with that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dip it in. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean anything like I even like Cincinnati. They do chili pasta, chili spaghetti, and I've done that too. It's really good.
See, I'm not big on the spaghetti, the chili spaghetti, but I do like goulash, which is like Hungarian. I like true Hungarian goulash, which has a shit ton of paprika in it. Yep. They love their paprika. My mother used
to cook goulash when I was a kid. Man, it is so good.
Yeah, yep. I love a real goulash, but I don't like the chili with spaghetti noodles in it. I never really been a big fan of that because I'm not a fan of spaghetti noodles.
Yep.
It's weird.
Yeah, there was a God, what was it? I think Chili Mac did by like New York Catholics or Boston Catholics at some point, and they did it to kind of I think it was a depression thing also, to put some noodles in with the chili to make the rest of the ingredients go further. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like when we had Chili Mac on the ship, it was not that good, but I like homemade Chili Mac. Like, oh yeah, I'll load that shit up with cheese. Oh man, fuck, some good hot sauce.
The wife and I did this kind of unintentionally one time, just trying to conserve leftovers, right? Now we coordinate doing this intentionally. I'll make a big old fucking 4.5 quart, batch of chili, right? And she'll make some of her oven mac. And her mac and cheese, man, is fucking next level. It is the best I've ever had anywhere. And then we take the leftovers from both and we mix them together into this cheesy chili mac. Oh, yeah. God. It is so good.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, Fucking,
no.
I love, I'm big on pasta dishes, and I guess that's why I don't like the spaghetti noodle that much because there's so many other noodles out there, and like
Yeah.
I make my own noodles a lot of times. So I mean, I don't know. Spaghetti noodles are just kind of basic to me.
Yeah, I think that probably the best pasta noodle there is out there as far as like multi-purpose is rotini.
That yeah,
Oh,
that's not
here's
a bad one.
I'm a big fan of rotini. It holds sauce. It's just the right size for your mouth. It's not messy. You know, it holds sauce really well. It's good in a salad. It's good in a mac and cheese. It's good in pretty much everything. Now there are some specialized pastas that are better for those applications, but if you're talking one type of pasta, like desert island scenario, I
Mm-hmm.
think for me, rotini's it.
here's the 1600s. Yeah. This was a Spanish nun, Sister Mary, who supernaturally appeared to Native Americans in the early 1600s, returned with the first recipe for chili. Chili
Oh,
peppers, venison, onions, and tomatoes.
okay. All right. So meat was in it from the beginning. I stand
Yep.
corrected.
But you do have all types of fucking. You got vegetarian chili out there.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, yeah,
Chili's been around for a long time, and it probably goes back even farther that's
yeah,
just not recorded. You know,
yeah. That's one of
because
the
I
first
mean,
ones. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
because think about it, in the medieval times, you know, they cooked what they had, and then they used leftovers and everything else to make more dishes because they didn't want to waste food. So I'm sure at some point there was chili made. It was just not
Yeah,
recorded and
yeah,
turned into a big thing.
yeah,
Well, a lot of them peasants back in the day in the medieval Europe, you know, they had forever soup. You know, they'd keep
yeah,
a low fire on a pot and they'd throw everything in it and eat it. The heat would keep anything from growing in it. And every time they got low, they'd throw in some more water, toss in some more vegetables and meat they killed that day. And they just
Yep.
keep going. They got some new spices, they throw it
Yeah.
in. And so, you know, you would have a pot constantly hot. And the meal you
yeah,
had was always similar to the last one, but never the same. So at some
yeah.
point, was chili in there? I think probably so.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, see, Asian, like Thailand and all that, Asian people do that too.
Sure.
You know, like especially with broth, you know, all that. They just keep it going.
No.
Or kimchi.
Yep. Yep.
Either we prevent it from rotting or we let it rot all the way. There is no in between.
Yeah, but kimchi, I like kimchi myself, right? But it's one of those dishes, that's one of those dishes that you either hate it or you love
And that's the thing is like homemade kimchi is so much more different than store bought
it.
kimchi.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
They tone it down for
Yep.
store bought. It's toned way down. Like the flavors are stronger when it's homemade. And I fermented mine for over 6 months, and then I stopped the fermentation. I mean, it fermented for a long time, and people would be scared to eat it because you don't normally eat something that's been sitting on your counter for 6 months. But I do. I eat it. I put it in the fucking fridge, and my son and we eat it on everything. We put it on all kinds of stuff, and I just keep it going. And I make at least a gallon to 2 gallons at a time of
It's like
kimchi.
when I worked
So
at the
good.
power plant, we had this one guy, he loved all that, you know, Asian style food like I did. And he made his own kimchi. And when he bring that out, everyone would run out of the fucking break room, right? Because they couldn't take the smell of it. I said, hey, pass some of that over here, motherfucker. They're like, what? I said, kimchi. I said, give me that some.
That's good.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And it's
But he
so
was
good
that
for
same,
you.
but he was that same motherfucker. He would bring in ground beaver too and make beaver burgers.
How does beaver taste?
Tastes great.
I
Never
think it's a
You know,
little gamey, but it's good.
yeah, it's got a little gamey taste to it, but I don't mind gaminess. I never have.
It depends. Yeah. I mean,
But like even barbecued coon is fucking good if it's done right.
Really?
Yeah. The trick is to a coon, you got to get all that fat off, boil all that fucking fat off that motherfucker.
absolutely.
That's
Because
the
it does
key to
not
it right
taste
there.
good.
And I'll tell you, there was this old black man growing up. He made the best barbecue coon. He told me, he said, son, he said, you know what the trick is? I said, what? He said, get that fat off of it. Oh, that son of a bitch, get all that fat off of it. And he was right, too. See, that old black community back in the day, they knew how to cook shit like that. Because a lot of them had to grow up, they grew up eating, just like a lot of white people did.
Well, the reason why they were able to do it is because they didn't have a ton of money, and so they got the
Yeah.
barbecue cuts, which were back then, ribs, brisket, pork butt. That was all cast off. That was like the cheap cuts that were too tough to eat, and they figured out how to go low and slow with them, and that's where Southern barbecue came from, especially with the plants, the okra and all this stuff. They had to have plants in there too, because a lot of time even the cheap cuts of meat were a bit too expensive for them, and so they had to figure out, they had to get really fucking inventive, on how to cook stuff.
Well, if you look up the history of American barbecue, right, as we know it today, the slaves.
Yep.
That's That's American barbecue right there, as we know it.
And if you trace it back to Africa, the bitlong meat, that stuff was dried over trees and smoked and stuff like that, dried in the sun.
Oh.
It's like jerky almost, bitlong. That's where they used to do that over in Africa. You got bitlong and smoked
South
meat.
African thing, yeah.
Well, it's not just South African. The bitlong is that's all over Africa, especially especially in the really hot areas. They'll hang the meat over branches.
And they do it completely without curing. They just chop it up, slice it up, dry it out, and it works somehow.
They'll put it over branches and then put the branches over like smoke, and it will smoke and jerky the meat basically.
No.
Every country can say they invented it, right? Because they all did it back in the day. Cook over live fire. They did.
Yeah. I mean, again, going back to medieval times.
Yeah.
Everything was cooked over a live fire. So, it's not that we invented it; we just kind of perfected it, and And what's funny is England, right, dates back way before the United States. Their history goes back way farther. They don't have barbecue places. They don't have barbecue restaurants. They've lost that way. They don't have the live fire. They don't have any of that. And now they're a lot of people that come here from the UK are jealous because they try the food and they're like, holy shit, barbecue is amazing. Why don't we have it? Yeah. And it's like, you lost your way,
That's why, our pit masters in America are hard to fucking beat.
Oh, there's no country in the world that could beat ours.
Nope.
Just not.
Because you have a lot of teams come in from overseas now, like Memphis and May and all that shit, like the Royal right there in Kansas City, the granddaddy of all barbecue competitions every October. Dude, the Americans fucking win that motherfucker every fucking time.
Yeah, we're the only ones doing barbecue.
They do it in Australia now too, though, but other countries trying to come over, trying to beat us what they're doing.
Yeah, but they're not going to. That's the thing. We're rooted in that. We have you're talking one country has multiple types of barbecue.
Yep.
Yeah, we got Texas barbecue, Carolina barbecue, we've got
KC style barbecue here in the Midwest, you got St. Louis style, Memphis style.
No.
And even you got California style on the West Coast too. So
there's also Florida.
Yep, Florida.
They have their open pit restaurants and stuff with they have their own style.
Yep. Louisiana got their own style too, man.
Yep. And that's the thing.
I want to talk about barbecue technique, man. I think second to America. I think it's still second, but real close. Fucking Pacific Islanders, man. They will make a bed of coals in the ground. They will throw a pig on it. They will bury that motherfucker and let it sit for 18 hours.
Yeah. We do that here too, though. So
when you pull it out, man, the skin is crispy. The meat is tender. Yeah. Those Pacific Islanders, man, the Samoans, the Tongans, man, they've got a really good ground pig game.
Yeah. And Brazil.
Yep.
And like southern, central, and northern South America, like they're open pits and they're grilling. Even southern South America is pretty good. Yeah. But
even the Caribbean too is good too.
Yeah. But nothing beats American.
No, no.
There's nothing that
That's
does.
just no.
We got to go get ice pack for my elbow. Sorry, guys.
That's fine.
I'm
So,
hurting.
I love watching those competitions, man, on TV. Because one of these days, that's my goal is to be able to compete in a barbecue competition. One of these days, anyways.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, man, when it comes to the best barbecue in the world, the only people who are fighting with each other is the various regions of the U.S.
Yep. Well, see, like me, I like the Carolina style too, but I also like Cassie style, which is a little sweeter, right? A little thicker too. And I like the vinegar shit too, man. I do.
Well, I'm a big fan of Carolina barbecue because I like the vinegar and mustard based approach to it. I don't like so much sweet, so much ketchup, so much brown sugar. So, Carolina definitely suits me best. And when I do ribs, I tend to do a Carolina style. I put on a little bit of sugar in my rub just to get that good crispiness to it, but I do it for texture, not for flavor.
Yeah. So, like my family, before they came to Missouri, they was all in the South.
Well,
so they brought those traditions, that sauces with them here.
Yeah.
That's why Missouri has such a big diversity when it comes to types of barbecue.
Well, it's in kind of a central location too,
Yeah. Well, in St. Louis, there's one company, Balls, is the oldest barbecue sauce in America. Right there.
Which one is?
Balls.
Balls?
Made in St. Louis.
Okay.
And it's very fucking good. I brought a bottle out there to North Carolina. Thumper tried it. He liked it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's definitely a good barbecue.
And the trick with that one is, right, it's got raisins in it. That's the ingredient right there that takes it to the top.
Oh, and while I got it in my mind right now, Thumper, I bought a couple of jars of that Bochi's mustard.
You found it?
I did. I found it. And I ordered a couple of bottles. I ain't opened them yet because I ain't had something to eat mustard with yet. But I bought it. I'll let you know when I have it.
Man, you can put that on like a fucking ham sandwich, a turkey sandwich, whatever.
Well, I got some Polska kielbasa that I'm going to cook up, and I take mustard with that. So
you could, that and actually, if you like pretzels, like the salted pretzels, that mustard is really good with that too. That's a world champion mustard right there.
All right. Yeah,
and you can actually rub it too on as a binder for your pork too.
Yeah, that's an expensive binder though, because that.
Well, I know, but you can if you want to.
That shit ain't cheap. Yeah.
But you could, but that mustard is a lot more expensive than like a French's yellow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I buy my ribs with mustard, but I use French's spicy brown. I don't fuck around with anything specialty because it's like you said, too much money.
Yeah. Yeah, that Bochi's is amazing.
Now, I would put it at a binder. If it's made of.
The thing is with that Bochi's, every batch is different because they make them small batch here in it's literally just right across the river. It's made in Rock Island, Illinois, part of the Quad Cities where I live.
Fucking Illinois.
I know, but you know what? I've been to their little. It's not a big. You would think that this would be like they'd be pumping this out from a large facility. They don't. They don't have that big of a facility. It's weird, but it's because of the German heritage around here. That's where that mustard came about because there wasn't a good mustard around here. It was hard to get back in the 1800s.
Sure.
So
all right, fellas.
They made their own.
Let's go ahead and end this one.
We can do that.
Alrighty.
I mean, we can keep talking afterwards if you want to, but we're going to go ahead and end it so we ain't cooking no more. So, all right, everybody. Till next time, like and subscribe. If there's something you want us to make on here, let us know in the comments. Till next time, people.